Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back. I'm Ashley and this is For Dizzy Birds. And we are going to have a bonus video this week because we, in our last video, spent a lot of time talking about goals and kind of talking about the challenges that we're going to be working on this month. So this video is going to be dedicated just to finishing some of our new, or working on some of our new challenges. So if you want to see what we've got in store for January and beyond, go ahead and tune in. Hey y'all! It's Sunday for me. Depending on what day this gets posted or what day you see it, I hope you're having a great day. If you watched my last video, you know we have some lofty goals for 2025. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. It's going to go over our 5 top goals for 2025, and I introduced you to some of our plans for challenges this year. So that video got a little long, so we decided to break it up. We did save $80 towards our 2025 challenges. We put $150 towards our emergency fund and finished out our tracker for that one. And so now we need to work on our other challenges. And so we were talking about how there's a theme to the challenges that we currently have in our binder. They're all calendar themes, so we're going to call these our calendar challenges. So some of them are going to go throughout the year, likely most of the year, like these 2025 ones. We have monstrous savings, which if you haven't seen, you will today, because it is super cute. It comes from Cash Budget Insights. I've been holding on to it. It is a calendar theme. So 12 months of adorable monsters. So we're going to be working on that today. We have our 2025, let me grab it, it fell. Our 2025 monthly challenge from Save with Judy that we are going to be putting towards next year's HOA fees. And so we're going to be working on that this week. We have our monthly challenges from D Plans and Budgets. So we're going to do a little bit towards our January. And then another one I've been holding on to for a long bit is our amazing, adorable flamingo sap from Mischief Managed Budgets, her cards. So we're going to be working on that. And on top of that, we have yet another box challenge. You know how I love a box challenge. We have the calendar box from Al Always Save. So we'll be working on that as well today. So we've got a lot to do. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go ahead and start out with our 2025 monthly challenge from Save with Judy. We'll set this aside. Let's see here. We've got some coloring to do. I love to do the coloring. Don't you? It's just so much fun. All right, so technically this is the first week. So we really only have to do one, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do 2. They're $5 per icon. And I'm gonna chat while we color. So how has your first week of 2025 going, if that's when you're watching this? I hope it's been going well. I know that for us, we've been putting Christmas decorations away. We can never wait to do that for some reason. Spend weeks putting it up. Luckily, my husband, my kind, loving husband, always puts it away. Puts it all back in the attic for me. So that's what he's working on today. And I am grateful I don't have to. I get to hang out with you guys instead. So yeah, we've been putting away Christmas decorations. I've been working from home for the past 2 weeks. I am preparing to go back to the office tomorrow. And wouldn't you know, we had one of the warmer Christmases we've had in many years, and it was dang near, if not 60 degrees, most of the Christmas and New Year's holiday. Very comfortable, maybe a light jacket, if anything. And then we had a cold front, and I'm telling you, a cold front like no other came in last night. We knew it was coming. Didn't want to believe it. It's now 14 degrees and I am watching snow come down. So I live in Oklahoma, if you don't know that. Oklahoma is notorious for its weird weather. You never know what you're gonna get, and a lot of times the cold doesn't start till after everybody else is cold. So here we are. And the day before I have to go back to the office, of course, it decides to get cold. So not particularly looking forward to that. Okay, so I need to pull out the rest of the money here. I did not do that. little out of practice, but we'll get back at the swing of it. So this is $200. Don't worry, I counted it obsessively before we got started. So, trust. Just trust. We gotta have trust. All right, so we're putting $10 towards our January monthly challenge with Save with Judy. And as I said, this will go towards next year's HOA fees. She'll get us a good head start on that because I always seem to be behind on that. So $10 going in, that will be our first addition to that one. So we can set that one aside for now. All right, up next, dun, dun, dun. I've been waiting for this one. I've had it for months and months and months, y'all. We're going to be working on Monstrous Book of Savings from Cash Budget Insights, and it's set up like a calendar. So each month has an adorable themed monster. The top page is going to be scratch offs, and then down here we have some different challenges that we can choose how we want to fill them in. So I think... So it says you can assign an amount for a tree and then assign an amount for the monster winter gear. And we are trying to finish this for the month. So let's do, maybe overdoing it here. $5 for the winter gear and $2 for a tree. How about that? All right, let's start with our scratch offs. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 12. I got 12-sided dice. Let's scratch this one right here. Let's see what our little monster from January has in store. Oh, $11. Wowza. Honestly, don't know how much this calendar is going to save us. If I did know at some point, I have long since forgotten. So we're in for a surprise. And we'll be working on it all year. But I have a feeling, just judging by that, it's going to be quite a save. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, that one's only $1. Maybe not all the numbers are scary. That's good. All right, you little guy, you're adorable. Be nice. All right, let's see what this last scratcher. 6. Whew. All right. Well, you know what? We got big goals. We need to do some big saving. So it's okay. It's okay. I'm telling myself that. Let's see. We got to get all the way through this in January. So let's see. We already did 12. 10. Do this one. And a 5. All right. So we're going to stop there on the scratchers, because we still have 3 more weeks to work on that. And then we have, let's see, first of all, I'm going to trade these back in for the 20 that I have hiding back here. All right, let's see, let's color in 2 trees. I need some different greens. If y'all do this, do you care about coloring that much? I do. It's so important and relaxing. So there's 1 tree. Anywho, so yeah, it's super cold here. I don't even know if that's what I was talking about. I'm sorry if it wasn't. My brain is knowing. But I'm getting ready to go back to the office tomorrow, and I've been working from home for 2 weeks, so you know, I love that. I'm actually excited to go back. I miss people sometimes, and we've got a lot of really important things kicking off this year, so it's time to kind of get in there and get going, and I'm excited to do that. But I'm not looking forward to getting out in the cold. I don't like the cold. Not a fan. Not a fan. Let's see, let's do another tree. So yeah, I started a new position. I actually started it in December, but tomorrow, the first week, full week of January is going to be like my official my official transfer over, so lots of big things happening in that regard. All right, let's see. Let's do one mitten. I'm going to color each one and pay 5 for each one, so we'll go ahead and do 10 on this. I don't know, if we're setting our own amounts and we set it for too much, kind of did it to ourselves, didn't we? Oh well. Hopefully that's not gone through. Barely not. So I should be careful with that. So we'll do another $10 here. So I've got a lot of work to do on this one. But this is super cute. So far in our monstrous book of savings, we have saved 20, 30, 35, 36, 7, 8, and 39. We'll have to get that kick started, keep a good amount going if we're going to get through each month. So 39 going in there. All right. Okay, monsters. I'll set you aside for now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be working on that one. Okay, up next we have our monthly challenge from D Plans and Budgets. And this one's not too terrible. It'll be a nice little save each month. Let's decide what we're going to put this towards. I think I'm going to do this one towards HOA as well. All right. And let's knock out a 3, a 4, 7, and another 3. So that'll be 10. $10 going into our D Plans and Budgets. All right. Okay, up next we have our Mischief Mage budget, and we need to get our little cards out. If y'all have not seen her stuff, oh my gosh, she just has the best stuff. I could go crazy in her shop. But we're not doing that now because we have a no spend going in January. And going forward as well, we're going to be using all of the beautiful challenges I've already purchased. Okay, I also do not have any idea how much is on these. If I ever knew, I don't remember now. So, you know, surprises. Let's go ahead and choose 2 and see what it has in store for us. Let's see. Ruffle some feathers, it says, and don't be afraid to get your feet wet. Well, those are very good January new goals statements, huh? So we have a 4 here. And a 3 here. So we have $7. $7 going into this one. I feel like I want to do one more. I'm going to. All right, let's see. I am just amazing. Yes, you are. You know what's great about these cards? I'm seeing a lot of people do this, is that at the end of the month, once you've scratched all these off, if you want to use this as a randomizer, that is a really cool idea. All right, so we've got a total of 17 going in to Flamazing this week. $17, starting us off right. Starting off our year just perfectly. All right, let's clean up our mess. Yeah, these cards are great. They are so beautiful. Perfect. Laminated. Cut. I don't know how she does it, actually. I make my own stuff too, but I cannot figure out how she does such a great job on these, and I'm glad she does. I don't have to. I can just buy from her. All right, so $17 going. I'm going to keep these cards in here until we get a little bit further along on this side. We're going to put our cards away. And I have 2 more sets from her, just like this. different themes. So we're gonna have lots of Mischief Managed challenges this year. Okay, so for this binder, then we've done our emergency fund, we did our 2025s, we did our monstrous savings, our save with Judy, D plans and budgets, and our Flamazing. So that just leaves for this video our new box challenge, which is the calendar box from Owl Always Saves. All right, so this one's cool. Again, I said it was a digital download. I just printed and laminated it, but it has a card for each month of the year. So it's sort of like an envelope challenge. But in order to decide which ones you're going to do, I mean, I suppose you could do it without the cards. You could do it just assigning an amount to each envelope, or you know, you could do whatever you wanted, and you could do it without the cards, but the cards are going to make it interesting, I think. So there's a bunch of cards here. We're going to start, well, let's just draw, because this is our first time playing, so I don't really know like how much things are going to cost us. All right, so we're looking for this diamond, which is in April, and it's going to be $6. So we would save $6 here in the April. And I think it'd be good to just go ahead and color in. Well, that one doesn't want to show up. We'll color in this one, so we know we did this one already. All right, and then that card will go away. All right, let's do another. All right, we're looking for this flag. Juneteenth. So that's going to be in June, and it's $5. We'll color that in. I love these box challenges. I don't know why it is such a thing for me. I don't know if you've not tried one. They just saved me such large amounts, and I have so much fun doing it. All right, we're looking for this planet Earth. I don't remember when Earth Day is. Do you remember when Earth Day is? Let's see. Here it is. It's in April, and $7. $7. Let's see. Let's switch in these two 5s for a 10. Try to keep these condensed. But yeah, I love a box challenge. I've got several still that I want to play from GB and Income Babes. But when I saw this one, I thought, oh, they just go with our calendar theme so well. So we're going to do this one first. Plus, okay, so we're looking for our little squirrel, and the card says roll a dice. Question is, what kind of dice are we going to roll? Are we going to roll a D6? Are we going to roll a D12? You know, that's up to us. All right, I haven't found our squirrel yet. He's maybe in the fall. Yes, he's in September. Let's roll this D12 because we're acting crazy. Okay, this is a 6. Well, so that worked out. Would have been a easy. All right, little squirrel friend. But these just seem to just hold my attention. All right, so oh, this one might get spicy. So we're looking for some seashells. There it is in August, and it says roll a dice but add $5. Okay, we are not rolling the D12 and adding 5 to that. So 1 and add a $5, that's $6. We need to trade in this for some ones. So if you're new to my channel and you've not seen, you might notice that I am using prop dollars that I made because I did not particularly care for the for actually using real dollars because it was just too difficult to get back and forth to the bank, and I use a virtual bank for my banking, and so making deposits was challenging. So we transitioned last year to digital and using prop dollars, and it just works for me. Plus, I never have to worry about having the right denominations. Woo, these are getting spicy, guys. Okay, this one is a fall-looking tree, so let's go see if we can figure out where that is. It's not in September. It's right here in October, and it says roll a dice and double it. Roll a dice and double it. We're going with a D6 on that. It still ended up giving us a 10. So, you know, we didn't cheap out on that. There are a lot of cards in this set. So we're definitely going to... Okay, now we just need $7 for this sweater. But I'm liking the calendar theme. What do you guys think? Some of them we will be working on all year. Maybe we can find some others to fill in once we finish any of them. All right, we are going back to the beach to save $3 for a chair. There's our little chair. Still need more ones. Let's trade this in. There's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, I need more ones. That's okay. I just come over here, turn around to my little prop bank, and get it done. I get why people want the dollars, but for me, like, there's two things on that. Like, I want to, number one, be able to access whatever I need at any time. But also because I utilize the bank I do, I get a pretty good interest rate on the money that's in the bank. And I don't like the idea of my money just sitting at home when it could be earning me interest. So it works for me. And the prop dollars are pretty nice in that regard. Okay, so we're going to roll a dice and add 3. Let's do the D12. That's a 9, and then we're going to add 3. So we need 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo! You know, fireworks are expensive, so that's not really that surprising. All right. Let's keep going, shall we? We still have a good amount of money. Barbecue. Okay, it's not in July. Maybe it's in June. Yep, Father's Day. Of course. Save $4. All right. Once again, we are short on ones. So we're going to need more ones when we play this next time. The first time we play, it's always kind of a surprise as to what kind of denominations you will need. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $4 going in. So, okay. Now, let's do another card, and then maybe we talk about going back to the other. All right, I bet you this is in December. It looks like a Christmas sweater. So we will go all the way back. Yep, sure enough. And we're going to roll a dice. Let's roll that D12. 5. All right. $5 for the Christmas sweater. What a deal. What a deal. So, you know, this week we have a little bit more because, again, that's my monthly paycheck. Always gives me just a little bit more to save. So I always like to take advantage of that because the next weeks we might not have as much. Oh, see, this is what you get. This is what you get. Okay, this one says roll a dice, triple it. Triple it. All right, we're back to the beach, which I'm pretty sure was August. Yep. And we are not doing that D12. We will do a D6. It's still a 6, and tripling it is going to make it $18. Wow. Wowza. All right, we're going to take $2 back and grab this 20. All right, no big deal. We got this. Looks like a beverage. And you know, those can be expensive. So it makes sense to me. All right, so we have about $35 left. Shall we do one more card and then we will go back to the binder? All right, we're going to the Christmas, which is always the most expensive. Oh, it's not Christmas. All right, where are you? Are you not in November? Where are you? Maybe January? It is just a snowy tree. Yep, sure enough. It's in January. We didn't have any in January yet, so. Or February. All right. Roll a dice, add 3. 5, 8. All right. All right, Mr. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Mr. Tree. Yeah, we need blue. Blue for January. All right. So for this week, we took care of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. That's pretty dang good. Not mad at that. All right. I'm gonna set these aside. We're gonna put the cards we haven't finished back in their box. So it'll be ready to go for next week. All right, and let's go ahead and I will fast forward through getting all of these put where they need to be. All right, so that's it for calendar box this week. We'll put that away. Let's go back here. We still have a little bit of money. Let's be wise with it. All right, so we have some big goals in this shiny pink binder. We could do a little bit more on Monstrous Savings. That's probably a good idea because I think we overdid it. Let's do that. I think we might have overdid it a little bit on the amount we set. Let's go ahead and help ourselves take care of January. All right. So we're good on scratchers for now, I think. Let's go here to the, let's get some of these other color ends done. All right. Let's do, we've got $20. So let's do 4 of the and I will fast forward it. All right, let's do another 5 and get rid of this coat. This pretty coat. I love a red coat. All right, let's do the last $2 and do another tree. Okie doke. All right, so the last bit of business for this is that we need to decide what we are going to assign this January money to. I don't think it's necessarily wise for us in this regard, since we have so many long-term challenges going, to wait until the entire year is finished. So we could definitely do it by month, and that allows us to shift what they're responsible or what they're going to cover each month. So let's go and see how much we've saved so far in January. Mantra savings: 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $66. Not too bad. Too shabby for a start to the month. We will see the rest of that. And we got out of here without an IOU, which is kind of my only goal anymore. So we are done. We are done with our calendar savings for the first week of January. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this bonus video. Next week, I will try to combine all of our calendar and weekly savings into one. And then we will just have our monthly, our minis on Monday and our tinies on Tuesdays. So for now, that's the way we're going to keep it. So I will say, make sure to tune in for our Monday minis. It will be the first one of January. That will be coming on Monday. And until then, y'all hang in there. Bye.